Hey guys, this is Ankit and I welcome to all of you on our channel QW's Cap. In this video, I am going to discuss 5 OOPS coding questions which you have to do before going to your interview. Out of these 5 coding questions, any 1 or 2 coding questions they can ask to you in your interview. So you have to do before your interview. Whether that is Cognizant or Accenture or TCS or LTIMindtree or L&T, it's very important these 5 coding questions, and I will tell you in the easiest way so that you can practice these 5 coding questions. It won't take hardly 1 hour or 2 hours to practice these 5 coding questions, and it can enhance your interview during your interview. Okay, so don't miss anything. See this video till the end so that you can grab these 5 coding questions and it will be fit in your mind. Okay, so now let's move forward with First of all, I want to tell you about one-to-one mock interview. So if you want to book your one-to-one mock interview with me, then I have given one Google form link in the description box. You can go and fill out that. Recently, I have conducted one mock interview for one girl. So she has given me feedback that out of the mock interviews, she got 90% of the questions in her real interview of the Cognizant. Okay, so if you also want to book your one-to-one mock interview, then you can fill that Google form and you can connect with me. Okay, now let's move forward with, first of all, I will tell you what are the 5 coding questions you have to do in the object-oriented programming. Okay, so first of all, you should know the encapsulations implementation. So many of the companies will ask you to implement encapsulation, as well as they can ask inheritance, method overloading, method overriding, and interface. So these 5 coding questions I have seen in the many companies, they have asked about these 5 coding questions. Okay, so we will discuss each and every coding questions in detail, so don't miss anything. See this video till the end. Okay, now let's move forward with encapsulation. First of all, we have to understand what is encapsulation. Okay, so encapsulation is to make sure that sensitive data is hidden from the users. Okay, so sensitive data whatever will be there, so user can't access that, so that we are using the encapsulation for security reason. To achieve this, we have to use encapsulation, and we have to declare the class variables as a private. So as you know, we have public, protected, default, access modifiers we have. So we have to make private or variable to achieve the encapsulation. Okay, this is the one condition. Second condition is provide the public get and set methods. Okay, so we have to define 2 methods, get and set method, to achieve the encapsulation, because that private data variables we can't access directly. We can access through the get and set method and update the value as for the private variable. So this private variable we can't access directly, we have to access and we have to modify that through the get and set method. So get method will be used to access that private variable, and set is used for to set the value or modify the value of that private variable. Okay, this is the theory part for the encapsulation. Now coming to coding part. So when they ask to you the encapsulation implementation, then make sure you are making a class of person. Okay, in that you have to make the variable as a private. So I have written here private string name. String is a data type and name is the variable name. Okay, so private will be restricted the access. Okay, so we can't directly access the name variable. Okay, till here it's okay. After that, what we are doing, we are making the get name method. So as I said that we have to make the get and set 2 method to achieve the encapsulation, then only we can access this name variable because it's private. Okay, so in that what we are doing, get name, and we are returning the name variable. Okay, fine. After that we are making the setter method. In that setter method, public void set name, and we are giving the parameter or argument as a string new name. Okay, so it will take as a argument new name, and it will assign that new name in the name variable. So this name variable is there, so it will assign that new name in the name variable. So that's how we can modify this name variable. But if you want direct access, you can't do. You have to modify through the set name method only. Okay, after that we are creating the main class and we are defining the main method. In that, in main method, what I have done, I have created one person class. So this is person class. I have made p1. Okay, after that p1 dot set name. So set name is a method. So this is the method for the set name. In set name I have given QW's cap, so that name will be going here, set name, new name equal to QW's cap. Okay, that new name will go through and it will assign to name. after assigning name, after we can print p1 dot get name. So p1 dot get name, when we will call it, it will call this method. Okay, after this method it will return the name. What the name we assign the QWSCAP in this name, so it will print the QWSCAP, whatever it's there, it will print here. So its output will be the QWSCAP. Okay, so this is the thing we have to do in encapsulation. So whenever interviewer asking you encapsulation implementation, just try to implement this. Two things you have to remember. First is you have to make it private, okay, variable, and second thing is you have to implement the set and get method. Okay, so these two things you have to remember through your encapsulation implementation. Okay, now let's move forward with inheritance. So inheritance is more important, because inheritance they have asked so many times, and implementation also they can ask. Okay, so in what is the inheritance? So inheritance we have parent class and child class. Okay, so what is parent class? It called as a super class also, and child class called as a subclass as well. Okay, so what will happen in the parent class? Parent class will be having some property, and that property will be can access child class else. Take one real time example, like your father is there and you are the son of your father. Okay, so you will be having some property of your father. So what's your property of your father? You will be having like some of the genes you will be having of your father, and you will be having some of the unique genes of yourself. Okay, so that's the thing. Father to son relation is called as a inheritance, as we can understand real time example. Okay, and what we have to do, see here, properties of the parent class will be reflected in the child class, so that's called inheritance. Okay, to inherit it from a class, we have to use the extend keyword. Okay, so extends keyword we have to use to inherit one class, child class to parent class. Okay, now we will see the implementation. So let's see the implementation part. So inheritance in implementation, as we know that animal is there. In the animal we have so many animals. So okay, I have take here animal as a parent class and cat is the child class. Okay, so as you can see here, in the animal class I have declare one method eat. Okay, void eat, in that system.out.println eating. Okay, after that I have created one child class cat, and extends keyword we are using, okay, for the parent class to inherited. Okay, so animal is a parent class. Okay, and this cat is the child class. I hope you understand. And what we are doing here, we are declaring one method, that is meow. Okay, so cat, what the sound do, that calls meow, and we are printing system.out.println meow. Okay, when we will create the main method, main class, and in that main class we will create the main method. In that we are creating the object of the cat. Okay, object of the cat we created C, and we are calling the c.meow. So c.meow, when I'm calling, then what it will print, it will go to this method, and this method is what? Meowing. So this will print meowing. Okay, this is the child class method. Okay, now C is the object of this cat child class. Okay, and after what we are doing, c.eat is a method of this parent class. Animal is a parent class, so it's the method of parent class, and eat. And after that also it can access this method as well, because I told you that child class can access the method or property of the parent class as well. Okay, so c.eat, when c.eat will execute, it will print the eating. Okay, so it will print eating here. So that will be the output for this program. Okay, so that's how inheritance works. And when interviewer will asking you implementation, you can explain in that way, that real time example is like animal and its child class will be cat, and you can write the implementation in the online compiler or in the paper. Okay, so that's about inheritance. Okay, now let's move forward with third coding question, is method overloading. Okay, method overloading we will see now. So in the method overloading, it's also called as a compile time polymorphism. So interviewer, if you are asking to you that implement compile time polymorphism, then it means it is asking method overloading. Okay, what's the meaning of method overloading? Is multiple methods can have the same name with different parameters. Okay, so simple things we have to follow in method overloading. What is that? We have to make method name is same, but the parameter, what is the parameter or argument, we have to make it different. Okay, So here you can see there are two parameters x and y, and here x, y and z, three parameters are there. But as you can see here, method name is same for both. Okay, so that's called as a method overloading. We are overloaded with the parameters. So as you can understand, so this is the method overloading definition, and how it works and what is the implementation that we will see now. So that's the method overloading implementation. Okay, so what, in the simple words I will explain you. So first of all, we have created the class adder. Okay, some adder class is there. What it does, it have that method sum. In that sum method we have two parameter a and b. Okay, int a and b, and system.out.println a plus b. So it gives the addition of two parameter a and b. So we have the same sum method. Okay, same sum method, but it have three parameters a, b and c, and it gives the a plus b plus c, these three variables sum. Okay, this is two method, same name. As you can see, we have same name. Okay, but parameters are different. Here a and b is the parameter, and here a, b, c, three parameters are there. Okay, till here everything okay. After that, we have created the main method here, and we created one adder class object obj. Okay, after that we are calling the sum method by through this object obj.sum, and we are giving the parameter 20 and 20. Okay, and here in this line what we done, here we are calling the sum method. Okay, and we are giving parameter like 20, 20, 23 parameters we are giving. So for this line, it will call to this method. It will see that we have two parameter, and it will check which sum method having two parameter. So this sum method is having two parameter a and b, so it will execute this. Okay, so what will happen here, a plus b. So what is a here is 20 plus 20 equal to, it will print 40. Okay, now in this line you have to see, in this line what is happening here, three parameters are there, 20, 20, 20. So which method it will call? It will call this method, because it having three variable, three parameters. Okay, so three parameters means a plus b plus c. Okay, a plus b plus c. So what is a? A is 20, b is 20, c is 20. So it called 60. Okay, so this is how it works, and output will come for this 40 and 60. So as you can see, we can create the same method, but we can give the different parameters. Okay, different number of parameters. So that's called the method overloading. Okay, if the interviewer asks, you can give the implementation this, and you can explain to interviewer. Okay, now let's move forward with method overriding. So method overriding also, it's a part of polymorphism, and it also called as a runtime polymorphism. Okay, and in that method overriding, what happens, like parent class method name and parameter same and as its child class, but body of method will be different in parent and child class. So as you can see here, parent and child will be having the same method. Okay, same, everything will be same, but definition of the method will be changed. Okay, and method overriding implements by help of inheritance. Okay, so this is the questions is most asked in the interview, that for method overriding which oops pillar will be used to implement. So you can tell the inheritance. We will use the inheritance concept to implement the method overriding. Okay, now let's see a third point. So third point, what saying, method name and parameter should be same in parent and child both class. Okay, so method name and parameter should be same. In method overloading, method name will be same, but parameter will be changed. Okay, but in the method overriding, method name and parameter will be same, but body will be changed. Body will be changed, and it will be in parent and child class. Okay, so that's the difference between method overloading and method overriding. Okay, now let's see the implementation so that you can get clear picture of the method overriding. Okay, so this is the easiest example I have bring for you. Suppose your father is there. Okay, as I said that we will use the inheritance concept to implement the method overriding. So I am using the inheritance concept in that. Okay, father is your parent class. Okay, and son, you are the son of your father, and you are the child class for that. Okay, your father will be having some property like gold, okay, land, and something will be having. Okay, and your father has seen some pinky named girl for your marriage. Okay, after that your son is there. Okay, but you are liking the Janvi Kapoor. Okay, you don't go with Pinky, you like someone else, that is Janvi Kapoor. Okay, so what happens now? See here, your father is there. father property is there, your property is cash plus land plus gold, so many things is there, and he's seen a girl for you, that is Pinky name girl, but you are the son, okay, you are extend's father. So I have told you extend we use to inherited the child class to parent class, okay, and you have implemented here seen a girl. So here you can see seen a girl, okay, here also seen a girl, same method, okay, same parameter, but the body is changed. See here, here your father has seen for you Pinky, but you have seen the Janvi Kapoor, okay. What will happen now? See here, we have created one main class here, okay, main class created, and in that we created main method, okay, fine. I have created here son, son is me, okay, I am thinking like I am a son, Ankit, okay, and I am a object, okay, Ankit is a object of the son class, and Ankit is calling a seen a girl, okay, seen a girl is calling. What will happen in that? In that what will happen, we have seen a girl two method, one is in parent class, that is father class, we have seen a girl method, and one we have in the son class, seen a girl method, okay. Now which one it will execute, okay, which one it will execute? So whichever it is there in the child class, that it will execute, okay. So as you can see, seen a girl is there in the parent class as well and in the son class as well, but instead of executing this method, it will execute the this method, okay. So this is called overriding. We are overriding this method for this method, okay. So what will be output for this? Output for this Janvi Kapoor, okay. So what you understand by this? So child class have the ability to override the method of the given in the parent class. If the child class having the same method which is having in his parent class, so it can override the method, okay. That's called overriding, method overriding, okay. So that's the implementation of the method overriding, okay. It won't print the Pinky, it will print the Janvi Kapoor, okay. So I hope you understand the method overriding implementation. Now let's move forward with interface. So this is our last coding question that they can ask about you, okay. So in interface, what is there? Interface in Java is a mechanism to achieve the abstraction, okay. By the help of interface we can achieve the abstraction, and there can be only abstract method in the Java interface, not method body. So we will be having the only declaration of the method, we won't have the body of the method, okay. It is used to achieve abstraction and multiple inheritance. So if interviewer asks that how we can achieve multiple inheritance in the Java, then you have to give the answer interface, okay. Interface can have abstract methods and variables, it can't have a method body. So same thing I told you, it have the abstract method and variables, but it can't have the method body. So now let's see the implementation, and we will have some clarity by seeing the implementation, okay. So let's see interface implementation. So interface implementation, first of all we declare the interface drawable. So drawable is an interface and it having the draw method. So as you can see here, draw method we don't have here body, okay. Some normally the method will be here, it will be like this, some body will be there, okay, but here you can see here semicolon is there, we don't have body. So what will happen now? After that we have to implement this draw. So this is the abstract method. Abstract method is don't have body, only declaration, okay. After what we are doing, we are implementing this draw method. So for that what we will do, we will create the class rectangle, okay. Rectangle class will implements the keyword to use in interface to implement the draw method, okay, or whatever the interface method will be there that we need to implement. So that's why we are using the rectangle class, okay. And drawable is the interface, okay. In that what we done, we have to make it public, okay. Void draw is the method which we want to implement. So we have to write void draw and we have to write the body. So what's the we written in the body we written system.out.println drawing rectangle, okay. So this is the body we have declared, we have implemented, which is given in the interface of drawable of void draw, okay. After that what we are doing, we are making one more class circle, implements the drawable, okay, and we are making public void draw, and in that we have given body like drawing circle, okay. So these two class we have created, rectangle and circle, and we implemented that draw method in the through the drawable interface. Okay, after that we are calling the main method and we are creating the object for the circle, okay, with the reference of the circle, and d.draw. When d.draw will be run, then what will happen? So we will see what is the d here is the object of the circle, so it will go to circle, okay, circle class, and d.draw here. So d.draw, it will call this method, okay, and what it will give the output? It will give the output is drawing circles, okay. So this will be happen for the interface. So this is how interface works, okay. So make sure you are making the public class for this. And one more thing you have to remember, that in interface how many methods will be there, that many methods you have to implement in that particular class, okay. In the class of rectangle, if it has 2 methods, you have to implement all those 2 methods in the rectangle class as well as circle class, okay. That's the thing from the coding side of the OOPS. Out of these 5 coding questions, they can ask any 1 or 2 coding questions for you, okay. So 3 coding questions is very important in that: inheritance, okay, and method overloading and method overriding. So these 3 are super important. So these 3 don't miss at all, but I will suggest you go through all these 5 coding questions. If you want to by heart, just by heart, but understand the thing how it working, because after you will write, he will definitely interview will definitely ask you the explanation about that code. So make sure you are explaining very well to him, and you are try to make sure that all the coding questions, these 5 coding questions, you try to remember or you try to practice before your interview. And tell me what you want from my side, so that I will bring for you. Our work is to make your interview journey is very smooth and placement journey very smooth. So if you didn't subscribe this channel, you can subscribe it now. We will be bringing the theoretical part also for the object oriented programming, so that for that, if you want to get notification, you have to subscribe this channel and press the bell icon button. I will see you in the next video. Please share with your friends so they also can get benefit from these videos. And please like this video and comment your feedback and what you want from this from my side, from this channel side. That also you can comment in comment box. Thank you so much for watching this video. Bye bye.